Listen, I bought this little ring light from Amazon, and it's trying to act like it doesn't want to work tonight.
Wow.
Hey, girl, hey. Hey, boy, hey. It's like flickering. Like, where'd they do that at? Hey, girl, hey.
What, you just not trying to put it together?
Listen, we have been to the grocery store. You know, Derek, I have a household over here.
Oh, excuse me. So much has changed.
Yes, indeed. Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. Why is this light not coming on? This is going to really fucking irritate me. It's just like flickering.
Is it plugged up?
Yeah, it plugs into the laptop. Let's see. It's not working. Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. Oh, I'm not gonna say all of that.
Because you get to feeling yourself, girl.
Now you know I was not gonna say all of that.
Okay. I thought we would get a chance to have like a debriefing or a briefing before we started, but you decided to come in right on time. Well, still late though.
Well, Derek, I had intentions on.
But so that's the only. So the light is bad over there. I see. Like, you ain't got no other light.
Well, I got the. Oh, I got the other light.
Oh, that didn't do much.
That didn't do much.
But it's better. I mean, you was like in the dark.
I mean, I can. So this light is going back to Amazon, right? Okay. I'm so mad, and it's such a cute little light. Look at it.
I know. I mean, so what's the problem?
I plugged this bitch up and put it, and is she not working?
She might gotta warm up.
What the fuck? No, when I used it the other day, it just came right on.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why she got to warm up. What the fuck she got to warm up for?
Hello, everyone.
I don't know.
Long time no see. What'd you say?
I said it has been a long time.
Yes, it has. And we took the other week. So it's been a month.
It has been a month.
Yeah.
Since we did our last panel. Did you guys hit the like button and the share button?
Yes. Like, share, and subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed, you subscribe to my page or subscribe to Craig's page. And I've been working, trying to
working.
Yeah. Do the right thing in these streets.
What you been working on, mother?
Well, I am currently working on a TV show behind the scenes, so I'm doing that. It's no more PPP scheme.
Oh,
so I got it
working. It wasn't working from my laptop, but it worked from Carlton's. I plugged it up in Carlton's.
Well, you did buy that bootleg laptop.
Excuse me, there's nothing wrong with my laptop.
So you can't put that light behind you. In front of you.
Derek,
I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to get you your lighting right.
Let me see. Pardon us, guys.
I'm prepared. My lights are set up. All my stuff is right.
Not too much, niece. Okay, there we go.
There we go. See, there you go, Craig.
Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and this is the Facebook and YouTube live versions of So Much to Say. These are my thoughts in my voice on black shit, white shit.
But this actually is not that, bitch.
Right, you're right.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about? That's the wrong intro.
You're right. It's not that.
It's not that tonight.
Let me run our banner down here because we're here to promote our next conversation. And if you would like to participate, we need you guys to email us right there. It's glmconvo@gmail.com.
You might want to adjust your screen because I know you don't want your back because you're all hunched over. So adjust your screen so you can sit up straight.
You mean like this?
Yeah, there you go. See, he was all hunched over. I just want to make sure you don't have no back problems.
Oh God. Listen, so I wanted to tell you guys, well, two things. First of all, we're running a special over at CraigTheWriterStewart.com. 25% off all merchandise. Hoodies, t-shirts is 25% off. The promo code is the writer. But yeah. But
So
go ahead. Huh?
What's the second thing?
Oh, the second thing is my girl over at Wix, Nola Candle. Can you all see that? Wix Nola Candle. She sent me this. It's a beautifully wrapped candle. It is. She sent me two, and then she has like a sanitizer that you spray on your hand. I have it in the car, and then she also sent me a room fragrance, which I have in the car as well. But yeah, but this is really, really nice. I wanted to show you guys this. Her Instagram is Wix Nola 504. That's her Instagram and Facebook, and she sells on Etsy, so you can find her over there. But yeah, it's a beautiful candle.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yes, it's really, really nice. And it has the wood, I don't know if you can see it, but it has the wood wick.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're very nice. Derek, I think this is more your speed.
We came on here tonight to talk about what our next panel is going to be.
But you know, we of course have to, you know, I give them a little shits and giggles too. You know, we got to give them, we can't just jump right into
But nobody even know that you are the person that know about that.
What? That this is more your speed of candle? did you catch the subtext?
Yeah, I did. That's why I was like, I'm up here, you know, right now.
Did you catch the subtext?
We are here to talk about our next panel on Wednesday.
That's the day after tomorrow.
Yes, the day after tomorrow, where we're talking about threesomes and open relationships in the community.
Yes.
And so Craig, I mean, well, oh wow, okay, you better work, Craig.
Yes,
this popped up on me, scared me for a second.
Yeah.
But yes, we are talking about threesomes and open relationships in the Black gay community. And you know, Craig, I heard that you used to be in one.
No, you didn't either.
Well, we want to talk about that out loud.
No. The girls be lying. I ain't never been in an open relationship. That is not even a part of my ministry.
Well, I'm talking about a threesome though.
Oh. Well, you know, I shared that story. Derek, I don't know if it really qualifies as a threesome. Did you hear the story?
No, I didn't hear the story. I was actually just talking.
I don't really. Okay, let me tell you what the story is. So I don't really think that it qualifies as a threesome, but this guy that I dated years after it said, well, no, that was a threesome. You know, but what happened was I had hooked up with this couple.
Well, yeah, it's a threesome. It's three of y'all, wasn't it?
Oh, wait, but nobody ejaculated. You understand what I'm saying? We got
never played.
Yeah, we laid and played, literally.
I mean, it's still a threesome.
But nobody came. And so like I was, you know, I was feeling very, very holier than thou that particular day. And I was just like, this is not even me. And so I told them, I said, I invited them to my house because I wasn't going to go to nobody else's house and do no threesome. They'd be trying to gang rape me and having cameras and shit in the closet somewhere, and you don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
And so I invited them to my house, and so we got naked and stuff, and you know they were licking and sucking. I mean,
that's still a threesome, sweetie.
Well, I guess it is. And so you know, in the
menage a trois,
right. And so in the moment, I was just like, you know what, this really isn't me, you know, so
you stopped it?
So I stopped it, and I sent them on their merry way. But, you know, this guy that I dated years later, the married guy, book number 2, he told me that, well, that still is a threesome.
So what, you just feeling real filthy, and that's why you made him stop?
I was just in my head, and I was just like, this isn't even really me. Like, I had just gone through a breakup. I think you didn't go to his wedding. Okay, so my ex who just got married. You went to the engagement party and stuff.
I did.
Well, after he and I broke up, I was kind of going through, you know, the motions of the breakup and trying to recover. And you know how sometimes you do shit. So I said to myself, well, this is the time for me to do a threesome, because if I don't do it now, I'll never do it.
Gotcha. So that ain't about your life.
That ain't my life. And I was just like, this is not even me. No judgment to those of you that are into that, you know, and you into open relationships and stuff, because Ruby D and Ossie Davis, they did 3 open relationships for years.
Yeah. Well, you know, and the thing is, I think that I would be open to an open relationship. Why are you looking around? Why are you looking around?
You what?
Well, because okay, so the thing to me about it is this: is that we do understand that we're 2 men in relationships, and men, you know, do men things. So
right now you're not doing any with this little cape that you have on. That's not really.
Is that a cape? This is my winter robe. It's my summer robe. This is my fall robe because we know the colors change.
Okay.
So yes, but I just feel like I just feel like with communication and things, because I don't think that sex, you know, detours a person's love for you.
Detours or deters?
Either, whichever one.
Well, detour is to go around something. Deter is to, you know, keep somebody from doing something. So those are 2 different things, beloved.
I mean, well, sweetie, you know what the fuck I was talking about.
You know, I just gotta pull you together because
I know you do. It's fine.
I ain't seen it a while.
But I don't feel that. So I just think that sex is just what it is, and I think that people have it and do it. They can do it without strings attached. As long as you have a communication about it. I would rather have a conversation about that with my partner if they're feeling a certain that they want to that they're if they feel like they have a sexual attraction to someone else. I would rather have that conversation with my partner than for them to go cheat on me and I not know.
Well, I'm really looking forward to being enlightened on this because, you know, and like you said, as long as there's communication, everybody has that. Everybody says that. Like everybody I know that's been in open relationships, they always say they start out with this open communication. And there's always a situation where one or both parties involved want to bend the rules.
Right.
Want to stretch the boundaries. You know what I'm saying? So okay, so I'll give you an example. Like I have a friend who was in a relationship, committed relationship at one point, and then, you know, the relationship started to stale. Mm-hmm. And so they thought that they would be able to, you know, bring some juice back by going to this little swingers club. Mm-hmm. And they call themselves just viewing at first. When they first started going, they were like, okay, so here are our rules. You know, we're not going to do any touching. We're just going to look. And then they went back another time. And then the next time it was like, okay, we can touch, but you can't, you know. So they kept stretching kept moving the boundaries. And then next thing you know, they were in there full on fucking other people. But I don't know.
Well, my thing is, I guess, but I think that all relationships has its up and downs and its trials and its tribulations that you have to work yourself through, right? Mm-hmm. So that's just a different version of that's just their version of their hurdle they have to get over in that space, right? Because you could be in this monogamous relationship and both of y'all fucking other people, but yet because y'all don't know, it makes your relationship better. No, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all still a fucking mess.
Oh no, yeah, I'm not saying that for
sure.
I'm
just saying this in general. I'm just saying, you know, in a monogamous, they stretch the rules in a monogamous situation too. And you know, so they try, and I just feel like with communication, it makes things a lot better.
See, the thing is, there's always the one person who wants to stop and the other person who still wants to do it.
But that's even with if it wasn't that situation.
And I've seen situations where people that are in open relationships where they do threesomes and stuff, there's always one person who only participates because their partner wants to do it. Like
that means they ain't supposed to be in a relationship in the first place.
Huh?
That means, so the thing is that in the relationship, you got, once again, that's where the communication factors come in at. And the thing is that if you would with your partner and they're saying, hey, this is what I want to do, And they say you're not supposed to go along with it because you're scared of losing them. That's whack. You supposed
But
to
I think that's what a lot of times people do.
But I know, but that's still wrong. You're supposed to say no. I'm not with it. That ain't what I wanted to get with. And they say, well, this is what I really like. You say, well, you know what? Then maybe we can't be together. It's just that simple. You say everybody a whole bunch of heartache.
But you know, you have people, and this applies to women too, because even though we're talking about this from the perspective of LGBT, when I say women, I meant heterosexual women. This applies to heterosexual women as well, because a lot of times women will go along to get along. It's like they'll go along because the man wants to kind of make it interesting and bring another one. And we'll just do this one time thing. Once you open that that Pandora's box,
Wait,
you can't go back.
Oh, well, Amber, we just talking about threesomes. We just talking about the sex part. We ain't talking about being polyamory.
Right.
Yeah, we just talking about sex.
So, Lyric, you're in here watching. You said that it didn't work for you, the threesomes. You should email us down here and participate in the conversation. Like, I want to hear. I want to hear these stories. So, Derek, you really think that you could be in an open relationship?
Yeah, I really do. Because, you know, I mean, as we already know, you know, sex is not a big thing for me. So the thing is, I like more intimacy more than sex. So I will be open with you, like, go there, fuck them, and be.
So then my question to you is, and I'm gonna ask this on Wednesday. If you're gonna be able to have sex with who you want, and I'm gonna have sex with what I want, what's the point of us being in a relationship?
Well, see the thing, and there lies the problem that you're basing your whole relationship on sex.
Well, that's what threesomes in open relationships are, right?
No, you know that ain't no. You said if I go sleep with this person, you go sleep with that person. Why are we in a relationship? When I said, and I will hope that your relationship is more than just sex.
Right.
You okay?
These are the salt and pepper pistachios.
I know you're tearing them up.
that pepper got in the back of my throat. But no, I'm just asking, like, no, the relationship is not based on just sex. But what I'm saying,
so there's other things, like you might like the companionship. Y'all might like how y'all the companionship of each other, the way that you guys treat each other.
Well, that's polyamory now.
Huh?
Now that's polyamory.
No, it's not. We're not. See, we're talking about the sex part of it. We're talking about threesomes and open relationships. That's what we're talking about.
Right.
So what I'm saying to you is that if I enjoy the time that me and my partner spends together, and like I enjoy us together as a couple, right? But he goes to have sex with somebody, or I go have sex with somebody. That doesn't stop how we feel about each other as a couple.
Right, but what I'm saying is, why be in a relationship? Why not just fuck him sometime? And so what you're saying is, you want to still share your life with him, like share bills.
Yeah, that's how I'm not understanding why you don't understand that.
Because you didn't say that.
I did too. Craig, I just said all that. You act like you just didn't understand. I said we like spending time together. We like doing that's not the same exact thing that you just said. It is hard for you to wrap your mind around.
For me, yeah, because my thing is
okay. So basically, it's like two tops that like that love that want to be with each other, and they enjoy. But they don't want to fuck each other, so they fuck other people. But yet they enjoy being together with each other. Or two bottoms that want to be together. They enjoy their interaction with each other. So what do? You make each other do stuff y'all don't want to do? No.
I don't know. Because see, my thing is, I just believe that, okay, so for example, and again, this is in every relationship that I've seen where they do threesomes and stuff. Whenever two people lay down to have feelings or have sex, one person always gets up with feelings. So if you and I are in a relationship and we're going around having threesomes and stuff, one of us, when we fucking some of these other people, somebody gonna get up with feelings. One of us gonna get up with feelings at some point.
But my thing about it is that what Jan W said, that's a friendship, not a relationship. Not necessarily. Well, your friendship should be. Your relationship should be a friendship.
A friendship should be built in it.
Yeah, it should be built in it. But the thing about but I guess the way I'm looking at it is that most likely 85% of the time, these niggas gonna go out there and do it any goddamn way. So hell, at least let me know what the hell going on.
So is that why you want to do it?
Well, no. Well, I told you, sex is not a big deal for me. So it's not but it's not fair for me to get into a relationship with somebody and say, well, hey, you know what? I'm not really big into the whole sex thing. So you all just sit down and just sit here with me too. That's not fair on my part.
Well, see, I think this is why I think differently than people who think that open relationships are, whatever. I just think that some people are wired.
Mm-hmm. No, but you did. That's not really how the conversation go. But that's what I mean. If that's how you want to take it, yes. But that's not how I would imagine the conversation to go. But
I think that some people are wired to be monogamous,
right?
Some people are not. So for me, I would rather hold out, be single until I cross paths with somebody whose views and values on relationships and life and all that stuff align with mine. I'd rather hold out for someone who is relationship or who is monogamous, who believes that they're wired to be monogamous. Now, that doesn't mean that just because you're wired to be monogamous that you can't cheat, because temptation happens, and because sometimes your relationship can be in trouble, it could be suffering, or it could be, it could be going through whatever it's going through, and you find yourself in a vulnerable spot and end up slipping up. But that doesn't make you a cheater if it was an isolated thing. Now, I'm telling you now, I don't know if I'm able to move through that if you cheat on me. But
the thing, so my question, but see, I guess for me, it's like, as adults, things happen. And if they have the conversation with you and say, hey, this is what I'm feeling. This is what I've got going on. I feel sex attracted to this person. That's an adult conversation.
Or like Will and Jada.
Basically. They're still together and happily married. They go through their trials and tribulations. Like you said, what you said, Ruby D and what's your face?
Ossie Davis.
That's, the thing about it is that I feel that I think society has put a norm of what relationships is, and it doesn't allow people to create their own relationships and what that looks like, and you get frowned upon, talked about, or when you try to create that relationship that worked for you. I think that as society, we put so many pressures on what the perfect relationship looks like that we don't even give ourselves a chance to even open up our mind to even think that, hey, it might be a different way to do this shit.
Well, no, I do think that you have to create your own relationship. You and your partner have to create the relationship that you want. What I'm saying is, even if you got with somebody who was just like you, who said, I'm okay with open relationships, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be in this relationship together. But, if you get the urge or the desire to go sleep with someone else, or I get the urge or desire to go sleep with someone else, I can do that, right? But I think that what happens is, because we're not always on the same page, I don't care how equally yoked you are, you're not always going to be on the same page at every step and every stage and every turn of the relationship.
Right.
So what happens when you no longer want to do that? Because that's what happened with Ossie Davis and Ruby D. I read an article, and she said their relationship had been open for many years, and then she got to a point where she no longer wanted to do it. And she said to him, listen, I'm done with this. I don't want to do this anymore. Now, in that case, he was okay and said, at least according to the article, he was okay and was like, okay, fine, we're done with this. But what if the person you're with still wants to, kind of be out there?
But that's the same situation. Anything. That's the same situation that in your monogamous relationship, where they say, hey, you know what? I was okay with you having your dog. I'm not okay with it no more. So what are we gonna do? So our relationships have those forks in the road. So it's just that this fork is just a little bit not as I guess ordinary as what it would be in a conventional relationship. So it's the same kind of decision you got to make.
Well, yeah. And see, here's the thing for me. It's almost, and I'm about to be extremely transparent right now. For me, it's also like, yeah, the whole jealousy factor. Like, I can't imagine being in a relationship with somebody and trying to have a threesome with my partner. First of all,
I never said I didn't say I was down with the threesome.
You just saying the open part, right?
The open part, I'm down.
Right. But I'm saying there are people who are in relationships who do threesomes together.
Right. No, I understand that, yes.
So this conversation, for those of you that are watching, we're talking about threesomes and open relationships. So for me, in terms of the whole the threesome thing, I can't imagine being in a threesome with my partner. He getting tongue kissed and banged out, and you enjoying it too much. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't be able to handle that. But then moreover, here's me being really transparent. And I don't hear nothing about prep and all them other things. To me, I just don't feel like we're in the time where we have the luxury.
That's true too. Well, that's the part where communication comes in.
Is that where the communication comes in? You know how many Negroes out here fucking raw, and they, what I'm saying? Like, I can't even begin to tell you how many men, straight and gay, who have cheated raw. And then you come home and then you fucking your girlfriend or your boyfriend raw as well.
But what here again lies my point in the conversation is that so you feel comfortable in a space of your illusion of monogamy because you don't want to call it an open relationship. You want to have this monogamous relationship. So
because see, here's the thing. Once I realize that you out there doing what you're doing, I'm done. So I'm not even staying.
But my question to you is that how long did it take you to realize what was going on?
Let me tell you the way my spirit is set up, niece. I woke up one morning at 4 a.m. and drove over here because my spirit told me something wasn't right. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And because he had some friends from out of town that were in town. And I woke up at 4 a.m. and my spirit said, Carlton is not home. And I came over here and sure enough, he wasn't here. Now we ended up talking and I knew where he was, but my spirit told me he was not here. I just think that when you're in tune with your spirit and your instincts, you don't ever need to dig into nobody's cell phone, be looking at their text messages. You don't have to, because if you're paying attention to your spirit, it will speak to you. But but my thing is, I can't trust you to be responsible enough to protect my life. You know what I'm saying? I can't trust you to be honest and say, well, yeah, I did fuck around out here, but we used a condom. No, I can't.
But the thing is, though, Craig, but that's regardless of what you that could still happen.
You're right.
I think it has a better chance of happening with a condom if you were able to have the conversation.
But you're relying on them.
We are both relying on them.
Right.
You're relying on the fact that you're relying on the fact that he is honoring your invisible contract of monogamy.
Yeah.
So you're relying on that fact. I'm relying on the fact that, hey, we're not going to have this contract of monogamy. I want to have an open dialogue with you saying, hey, if you have these feelings, if you have something you want to go do, let's have the conversation.
Well, you would hope that people are going to be mature enough to be able to have that conversation, but you know how many people.
But I'm telling you is that at the end of the day, we both for the same situation. You want to hope that they're going to do what they're supposed to do, and I want to hope they're going to do what they're supposed to do too. It's just that we just got two different situations.
But see, then that's when the conversation shifts to integrity. You got to know the kind of person that you're with too.
But me having an open relationship doesn't change the integrity of a person. You know,
hold on, Momo, you about to get blocked because you are completely missing everything that I'm saying. You really just about to get blocked because you just talking dumb in the comments now. Like you've completely missed the point that I'm making because you're so busy trying to type your little stupid commentary in these comments. Like it just doesn't even make sense. Everybody else is picking up what I'm putting down, but you are clearly lost. But
I need you to pay attention to our conversation.
I am paying attention to you. I have to pull him together as well. but I think I think the conversation then shifts to integrity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it really then boils down to the kind of person you're with. You know what I'm saying? Are you with an integral person that's going to be able to say to you, okay, you know what? I did cheat, you know, or I did step out or whatever. Because say, for instance, like if you're in a threesome, I mean, if you're in an open relationship, right? And in that open relationship, you have this verbal agreement where, okay, we can do this open thing, but you need to let me know when it's someone, who it is, and then I have to be okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Because for years I used to hear that about Jada and Will. I used to hear for years that they had this agreement that as long as she said to him, "This is who I want to sleep with," and he was okay with it, and vice versa, that was the thing. But let's just say you go to your partner and say, "Well, listen, I want to sleep with Craig." Da da da. And he's like, "Oh no, I ain't with that." You know, da da. And then you go slip around and do it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's those threesomes. They may start off integral, but I'm telling you, the animal side of people always shines through, and somebody always wants more than they're supposed to take.
Oh, correct. But the part that's frustrated me with your part of this conversation.
Go ahead.
You act like that doesn't happen in a monogamous relationship.
But when it happens in right, but what I'm saying, but you're talking about in a duplicitous kind of way. When it happens in what's supposed to be in a monogamous relationship, it's one person sneaking out to do that.
Right, because they want more, and they're being greedy.
Right.
So it's the same thing. It's just that one of us is seeing up front, and one of us getting snuck behind our back. So which one you rather be?
I mean,
what I've always said to anybody I've dated is that what I don't need no bitch doing is coming to me in the streets telling me they fucking my man. That's what we don't need to be happening. So, bitch, please let me know, because that's what I don't need to be happening. So,
I guess
that's just me.
But I mean, even aside from that, for me, I just don't think that I could. I just don't think that I could be in an open relationship or one that where
guess what? Neither one of us are in either right now. So we want to talk to y'all that is in one, or have one that's doing it right now, that's having a threesome, that's in an open relationship, or anything of that nature. If you are that person, we want to talk to you about, because we want to know, because me and Craig, all we could do is guesstimate and come up with theories and things all day long, but what we would, could, or should do.
Right.
But we want to know what you did, how you handle it. Are you still in one? What's going on? You can email us right there under
right there. You said
at glmconvo@gmail, and to let us know about y'all story, because we want to know about it. I think it's a thing of, I do think that what somebody posted up here earlier, when we think of open relationship, we think of being reckless, and we think of monogamy, you think of being protected, and it's like, no, that's not true.
Right.
So
that's a good one. But here's the thing: for those of you that are going to call in to participate in this conversation, we don't want to just hear the esoteric stories.
No,
we want to hear the nightmares too. We want to hear how you all started in the relationship. It was supposed to be so structured and so perfect, and it was supposed to be long lasting because you were able to do what you wanted to do, and they were supposed to do what they wanted to do. We want to hear how it went wrong. How did it go awry? So we want to hear.
If y'all have watched our shows before, when Craig wants to hear something, he wants to hear it. So please, somebody.
I want to hear the good stories too.
I know you do, but if we get all good stories, Craig's gonna have a conniption. So I need y'all and the thing about it, as y'all know, that this is an honest platform. This is an honest. This is a judge-free zone. And this platform is here to share these stories and get better understanding of what these things are. Because yes, we're throwing out threesomes and we're throwing out open relationships out here, but it's like, what does that really mean to some of y'all? We know what it means to us, and we know what it means to the world. But a threesome to you may not be important to you, or a threesome to you may is what keep your relationships alive. Or being an open relationship is the same way. Like you said, I know two tops that are in a relationship right now, and they sleep with other people.
I guess they just suck dick and jack off and stuff like that. But then when they have actual intercourse, they mess around with other people.
Yeah.
Well, do you think you can get them to come in over here?
Probably not. But I'll ask. But I do know those type of people. I do know those situations, and yeah.
But you know, to the point of some of the comments that I do, it's this Wednesday, yes. But it's at 9:00. And it's only going to be on YouTube. Excuse me, either my channel or Derek's channel. You can watch it. But you know, but here's the thing. I really do think that, because somebody said, you know, men aren't wired to be monogamous. I don't subscribe to this idea that no man is supposed to be wired to be monogamous. I just think that it's a case by case scenario. I think some people are wired to be monogamous, some are not, and that's okay. You know what I mean? But I think the key is, for me, like when I was single, my thing was, part of what I was looking for was someone who also believed that they too were monogamous. I'm not going to get into a relationship with a lot of people do this. You'll get into a relationship with someone knowing they don't have the capacity to be with one person, but you think that you're going to be the savior, or you think you're going to be the person that's going to hold them, you know, and it's like, that's your pride and your ego. Let that person be what they're going to, you know, be who they're going to be. You know what I'm saying? If they've told you going in that, listen, I don't believe in just being with one person, then you take them at face value.
You
know,
I'm with it. So we do have a few people that have emailed us, and we'll be reaching out to them tomorrow. But we do, like I said, we want to hear from more. And as always, we know how y'all do, child. Once we get everybody on here and y'all see that it is that it's not as hard as you think it is to have this conversation, y'all be popping up in here. Y'all be popping up in here during the conversation, which we don't mind neither, but we would like to vet you guys out before we have the conversation.
Right, because then you get in here and you be talking about something that ain't got nothing to do with what we just...
Y'all be talking real crazy.
Right.
So I would say, when it comes to sending an email, send us your name, your contact information, and a short, brief description of your situation and how you can add to the conversation.
And a photo.
Yes, because we want to just know who we talking to, because we have had, you know, some folks that didn't trick us, honey. We talk about black people, and some of y'all was a little bit not of color. You know, y'all was real on the light skin side, like real light. So,
Asians.
Right.
So, like, oh, okay.
But we let you speak because we are open. We are open, but this is catered to our people of color. But yes,
because we need to have something for us.
Yes. I think, but see, I don't think that that's called friends with benefits. Like, I just think that, because I just feel that you could be in a relationship. Why am I speaking of church? I think you could be in a relationship without having sex. Just me personally.
Yeah, because it's not always about sex. It really isn't. But
I mean, don't get me wrong. Sex is a big part of a relationship, but I just don't think. I think you can. I think you can be without sex. Me personally, that's just me.
No, I can't. You mean being in a relationship without sex?
Yeah, I don't think that you could. I don't think that sex is the staple of the relationship.
No, I don't think it is. But here's what I know to be true. As long as the sex is good and there's no issue with the sex, sex is only 10% of the relationship. But if it's bad, or you're not getting enough, or something is going on with the sex, it's 90% of the relationship. I mean,
I'm listening. I'm learning.
And I'm really. Oh, somebody just emailed us.
Oh, that was good. Quick. Don't say stuff out loud first. We'll get to it.
She didn't give us any of the information. She just said, I've been in both kinds of relationships. There are pros and cons on both. We need a picture, a phone number.
Right. So we get in contact with you, girl.
Right. All she said was she's been in both.
So,
But yeah,
So I'm looking forward to this conversation on Wednesday, and I'm looking forward to learning more about this conversation. And this is people share their experiences when it comes down to having an open relationship or being in a threesome.
So, do you think we should include people who are in thruples as well to email us?
Well, yeah.
So even if you're in a thruple,
yeah, or the polyamory people.
Yeah. So okay, so any of those instances or scenarios.
Yeah. When you in a relationship with more than one person.
Right.
Yeah. You okay, Craig?
Because I'm just thinking, like, first of all, here's my thing, and this is no judgment to anybody else. I really pride myself on loving well. I've grown to love well. Like, I was always very timid before, and I would hold back my feelings, and I would hold back on like certain actions, or you know what I mean, like doing things, or like going out of my way to show you that I care, because it was a defense mechanism, right? But I've evolved, because I just realized, even if you hold back your feelings and you don't say I love you, or you really don't allow a person to see your true heart, your full heart, it doesn't change things if the relationship should fall apart. Because I think that's the reason why a lot of people hold back, because they feel like, well, if it ends tomorrow, like at least I've kind of braced myself. Baby, your feelings are your feelings. So even if it ends tomorrow, it's not going to change the pain, the emotional trauma, you know what I mean, that comes with a breakup. So for me, I've learned to love well. So I can't even imagine being in 2 or 3 relationships. You know what I'm saying? 2 or 3. Now, when I was in my 20s, I used to date like 5, 6, 7. I remember one time I was dating 7 people at a time.
Oh, Jesus.
Not all the time. I was only fucking 2.
Oh, Lord.
But I was spending time with 7. And then what happened was, once I started to narrow it down and figure out which ones I liked, I started whittling them away. And I think the problem with a lot of people is, here's the thing with women. Too few women date often. I think you need to date multiple people. You need to have multiple people in circulation.
Now I do tell my clients all the time that when you're dating, you can't date one person.
Because he needs to earn you. And until he earns you, you need to be dating multiple people. I'm not saying you got to be fucking all these people. Don't be giving up to coochie to everybody. But you date multiple people. And then once you start to discover which one you like most, you start shaving away the other ones, right? And that was what I did. But the problem is, some people don't know how to cut those other people off. Once you figured out which one you like, some people will still continue to, date all these people because they don't know how to cut things off. But see, women sometimes get so caught up in one particular guy, like they'll like one guy so much, and it's like, girl, you may like him quickly and be ready to jump in a relationship, but he may not be there yet. So until he's there, you need to be dating other people, because you may stumble across something else that's a better fit for you. But yeah.
So, with that being said, because that's a whole nother conversation.
That is a whole
So yes, guys, email us your information, and we would love to talk to you guys on Wednesday. And yeah, I'm excited about it.
Me too. So listen,
and I'm sure a few open relationship couples.
You just like you caught that subtext about that candle earlier. I absolutely caught the subtext in what you just said.
I know. Well, I'm just saying. Maybe can you make a phone call too?
I'm not reaching out to them people.
I
know exactly who you're talking about. I know exactly. I keep trying to tell you, that's a shady lady right there.
No, I'm not. I just asked a question.
No, but you knew it. You knew I knew exactly who you were talking about.
I just asked you a question.
That's a shady girl.
I don't know no people's business. I just said I know you know a few people.
But I know you're thinking about a couple in particular.
I don't know. I don't know what couples you know.
Oh, you know exactly who I'm.
Child, I mean, since Craig been married, child, I don't get to, Craig is always on double and triple and quadruple dates, Sonny. I don't know what we go. I don't get invited nowhere no more, child. But hey, it is.
I always invite you to stuff. Cut that out.
No, child, please, honey. I see Craig and and it's like, this is I got. You know what? That's fine. I just gotta find me a man.
No, Derek, you started working. So Derek, I
gotta find a man, y'all. Once I find me a man, I can come out and hang out with Craig and his man.
Nicolette, thank you so very much. Nicolette Williamson, thank you so very much for ordering merchandise the other day and books. Derek, that's not true. I invited you to
everything. That is so great. We had a great night tonight. We can't wait to see you guys on Wednesday.
Derek, you started working.
I know, Craig. It's fine.
Right. So I will call you. I'll be like, oh, that's right. You working now. Because he's on set. But he started the conversation tonight talking about he's working on a film.
I do. I mean, I have to work. I don't have a luxurious life like Craig that I can just sit around and not do nothing.
Well, girl, when you write your book and publish it, you'll be able to live the life of Riley as well.
Oh, child. In this, child, I got shit to do.
Oh, what you got to do? Where are you going? You're going somewhere?
I was watching Ratchet and I'm finishing it up.
Oh, okay. What episode are you on?
Episode 6 or 7.
Okay, you got one more then.
Yeah.
Because it's 8 episodes, I believe.
Yes, Craig is single shaming.
How am I single shaming?
I don't know, child. They love saying you shaming somebody.
Yeah, they love to say I'm shaming something.
You ain't nothing but a shamer.
I post somebody overweight on my Instagram. All of a sudden, I'm fat shaming. I'm like, well, girl, she's making fun of herself for whatever reason. I'm just reposting it. So how am I?
And now you're transphobic.
Now I'm transphobic. I'm like, girl, I can't win for losing. How about I just shut my IG down? How about I just shut it down? I won't post nothing now.
Oh, God. So, yeah.
Anyway, you guys have an amazing night. Brush your teeth, floss your teeth, brush your tongue. I will, and say your prayers. Be grateful for something. I will be live tomorrow. My friend Danielle and I, we're going to be live tomorrow. We're going to be talking about the whole Breast Cancer Awareness Month. She has a really good friend that was diagnosed with breast cancer, I think 5 years ago. And she had a whole system in place. She had a whole support system in place. And we're going to share that story with you guys. But then also they're raising money for breast cancer awareness. Because, Derek, I don't know if you know this. I didn't know this until she was telling me. With the whole pandemic happening, a lot of those breast cancer walks aren't happening because, right. It's too many people. Mm-hmm. And then also the donations are down also because a lot of people's income has been affected. You know what I'm saying? They've lost their job or, whatever the case is. So they're selling this t-shirt. I mean, not a t-shirt, it's a hoodie. And I'll show you guys the hoodie tomorrow. And you can purchase the hoodie and all of the proceeds for the hoodie go towards, the breast cancer awareness. Because the fact that they're not, because the fact that they're not marching, like the donations are down like 50%. That's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot.
Yeah, they're down like 50%. So they're trying to raise the money.
Are you purchasing one also?
They sent me one
for free.
Because they wanted me to bring them on the line, but I will make a donation, Derek, if that's okay with you.
No, I just want to make sure I'm challenging you.
Well, how much you want to donate?
I was gonna purchase a damn thing, but what you want to donate?
Now, see, you're trying to big time me.
I'm not trying to big time. No, I would just challenge you to purchase a damn thing. You the one that was getting. You the one that one-up me. I was just saying purchase one.
Well, I just told you I already got one. They sent me one.
You got one for free.
Correct.
Purchase one. You still need to purchase one.
Well, what I'm saying is maybe I'll send them the money, the value for the sweatshirt.
Okay. Well, that's cheap. And we're gonna donate.
What you doing? You buying one?
I mean, I know, but now we say you want to donate some money. Let's donate some money.
Okay. How much you want to donate, Darren?
How much do you want to donate, Craig? I don't know your finances.
You the one that's famous, bitch. You want to?
So this is what we'll do. So okay, I got one even better.
Okay.
Let's do this, Craig. So we'll donate some money. Mm-hmm. And how about we match what how about we match what we get on Wednesday through Cash App?
Through Cash App. So
Yeah.
whatever comes in the Cash App,
we'll match it.
Okay.
So Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
So whatever you get in the Cash App, whatever I get in the Cash App, we're gonna both match.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what we'll do. So you guys, so how much we donate depends on y'all. So you know, right. So so on Wednesday when we're having our conversation, as y'all Cash App us, we will match the Cash App that we have, and yeah, that sounds good, Craig.
Yeah, that sounds good. I like that.
Okay, there we go.
And you know what? We need to do something else because usually around this time of year, I usually get this before I was streaming on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I used to do a thing. Well, me and my pen pals from Facebook, we used to do a thing where we would select a charity. Like we did this charity in Houston. We did one in my hometown, Baltimore. But there's a charity where they collect toiletries.
Okay.
For men, women, children, all kinds of toiletries. Even down to contact solution, because I don't think people think of stuff like contact solution. You know what I'm saying? But like, I used to wear contacts, and like there was a time when I was really, really having a difficult time buying contact solution because that shit is expensive.
It is.
But I needed contact solution, and I think when you think about people who are having a tough time, you don't think about them needing contact solution. You think about toothpaste and stuff like that, but you don't think about other essentials. And so we collected all of this stuff and we shipped it down there to them, and we ended up donating money to them as well. So I've really been thinking about doing something with homeless people. I was thinking about doing something like with socks though.
Mm-hmm.
Because like socks are like something that I think that they value a lot. Like they like socks because there's nothing like being able to put on a clean pair of socks.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yes, I was thinking about
I'm not balling, but for me during Christmas time, I go to different places and pay off some people's layaways.
Oh, she's rich. Girl, she disappeared. Can y'all still see me? Okay, Tanya, we'll include super chat too. We'll include super chat. What happened with Derek? Did he vanish right as he was talking about he pay off people's layaway? Now, was that me or was that his? I'm still here, right? Y'all still see me? Derek? What? Oh, I'm still here. Okay. Well, Derek vanished right as he was talking about paying off people's maybe his phone died. Yeah, maybe his phone must have died. Maybe that's what happened. But yeah, so we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll match what comes in the Cash App on Wednesday. All right. So I'll be live tomorrow talking about the whole cancer thing. And then Wednesday, Derek and I will have this conversation right here about threesomes and open relationships. And then perhaps Thursday, I have Sydney back. We'll see. I'm not sure if Sydney will be available on Thursday, but I did speak to him today. So perhaps I'll bring Sydney on Thursday so we can have a chit chat with him. Oh, here we go. Girl, your phone died.
Yeah, my computer, my charger is anybody named charging.
Girl, she went around paying off people's layaways, girl, but her laptop ain't even working. Her battery report. Girl, you sound like you need to go over there and put your own self something on layaway.
Right, who you telling? But yes, that's what I don't do a whole bunch of people, child. I might do like 5 or 10 people.
So how do you figure out how you're gonna do that? Like, how do you do that?
I just go like to Walmart and just be like, hey, I want to pay off somebody's thing, and I'm just pull somebody up.
So they'll just pull somebody up.
Uh-huh.
And you just have in mind like the total that you're gonna pay or whatever.
Yeah.
I ain't never thought to do nothing like that.
I mean, because you gotta think about it. A lot of times people have like layaways, and they just owe $100 left. And and they can't get it out with the $100, or somebody might just owe $50 left, and they can't get it out. Or the highest I paid was $500 for somebody.
So now, do you look at what's on their layaway list to see if it's something you're gonna pay off?
No.
Or you just look at the amount.
Yeah, I just they'll tell me. I mean, if it's like kid stuff,
right? I can see going on there, paying something where it's like children clothes. Like,
yeah. I'm not out here about to be just paying off no
TVs
no TVs and stuff.
Right. No. Like, but if it's like school supplies, you can tell from the list.
Yeah.
School supplies, something like that would be really cool.
Yeah.
So
maybe we'll do something. Maybe we'll do something. Listen, I got an idea. So maybe we'll do that like in November. What we'll do is whatever comes through we'll do a particular day. We'll organize it and schedule it. Whatever comes in through the Cash App, we take all that money and go to a place and pay off the layaways. We can do that.
There we go.
I like that.
You know, I'm classy.
Yes, you are, bitch. You famous, girl.
Oh my God. Bye, Craig.
Bye, y'all. All right, have an amazing night, y'all. Bye. And thanks for supporting what I do. Again, everything over at CraigTheWriterStewart.com. Merchandise, coffee mugs, t-shirts, hoodies. They are 25% off. The promo code that you want to use is The Writer. All one word, The Writer. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.